What's up, everybody? Hope all y'all are doing alright. Well, I got a new shipment in today, and this is something that I seen at SHOT Show earlier this year. A lot of y'all watch SHOT Show on YouTube and you see all the new products that's released. Well, this was one of them, and I was excited about it because you don't see much 300 blackout ammo for hunting. And when I seen this, the Deer Season XP, you know, it's the big calibers like 30-06, 308, 270, 243, all the popular calibers you can find at Walmart. So when they expanded their line to the 300 blackout and the 30-30, I thought, wow, I'm gonna definitely try this out. And whenever they come out, well, I looked on the internet at least once a month and I could never find them. And finally, up in about a month ago, I seen them finally on stock on MidwayUSA.com, and I like ordering from that place. They're fast about shipping. Shipping ain't that high. $10, you know, you do have to pay for shipping because they do send it FedEx, so I got it in just a couple of days. But I never used the Deer Season XP. You know, it's a relatively new line, and but I'm excited to try it out. They say they made this polymer tip right here, as you can see right here. My camera probably is not going to focus with my face in the way, but you got this camera face recognition junk. But it's got this polymer tip right here, and they says when it hits, this polymer tip being bigger than say like the Barnes stuff they sell, it's supposed to expand bigger when it hits to make a bigger entry wound and to really dig through that tissue and bone and stuff when it hits. So that's what it says it does. I've looked at all the reviews. If you go to the forums and you go to, like, say, Midway USA, you can actually read the reviews. That's where you find most of the reviews on ammunition. There ain't hardly anywhere else you can go where people actually, you know, comment about the ammunition. And all the other calibers with the Deer Season XP, the 270, 30-06, and so on, they're excellent. I think the lowest one was like a 4.2 or 4.3 stars out of 5, but most of them was 5 stars. Everybody talked about how accurate it was, how deadly it was on the game that they were shooting. So I have no doubt in my mind that this is just going to perform like it says it would. Now, the 300 blackout, here it is. It's 150 grain, and it shoots, and this may not focus well, like 1900 feet per second, about 1200 pounds of energy there. Is that right? Yeah, 1900 feet per second coming out of the barrel at 100 yards. You're looking at still running about 1700 feet per second and 982 pounds of energy. So, and it marks it on up to 150, as you can tell right there. So obviously Winchester saying it's good out to 150, you know, common sense right there. And if you know anything about the 300 blackout, you know that it's about a 150 yard gun anyway. You wouldn't really want to shoot it out there much farther unless you're shooting maybe a coyote or something. But I used to have a 300 blackout AR. I built it myself. I wish I'd never got rid of it, but now I've got a little handy rifle. I also got a little Ruger Ranch American 223, and I would love to get that same gun in 300 blackout, because I love just trying different calibers, especially odd calibers that you don't normally see, because we all know what the other stuff can do. 270s and 30-06s and 308s, I mean, that's a definite. That's a no-brainer that they're going to kill no matter what ammunition you use. But I'm anxious to use this. Now, there's a 30-30 one. It's 150 grain itself. It's called Extreme Point. Of course, it says it is for deer. Extreme Point. You can see here, good looking little cartridge, and it's shooting almost 2400 feet per second. And of course the ballistics are a little bit better on paper than the 300 blackout, obviously, and coming out of the muzzle at 2390, and it's got 1900 pounds of energy, and out to 100 yards you still got 2000 feet per second, still 1350 pounds of energy. 200 yards you're still going at 1600 feet per second, 1677 to be exact. And at a 3-inch, if you cytoscope in at 3 inches, it's hitting dead on at 200 yards, which is still excellent. 936 pounds of energy, which is enough to penetrate a deer and take it down. So 200 yard gun right here. So what I'm going to do, I know y'all probably think, oh, this is the first video on this. Nobody's made a video on this stuff, so I wanted to get one out here. But I will be shooting this, and maybe after deer season, you know, out of respect where I shoot at, people hunt around that area, so I don't want to be out there shooting, messing up their hunting. But I will take these two hunting. I'm going to give my daddy my 30-30 because he's already tagged out with his 300 Magnum on bucks, so now he's just shooting does. So I said, look, I'll let you use my 30-30 or my 300 blackout, and we'll see what they can do, and I can get it on film and show you what this little cartridge is capable of. When we skin it, I'll show the where it enters, how it went through the bones and the rib cage, whatever, wherever I shoot it, hopefully in the right spot. But we will get it on film, and then after deer season, hopefully some other people will pick this up and start doing some tests. But we'll shoot through some plywood or something and see what it'll do to like a watermelon or something, just to kind of show a shoulder shot and hitting the heart. But this is the first video on this stuff, and I'm sure people like me has been looking for a video just to see what the cartridges look like. And here, let me turn my camera around real fast. I know this was an educational video, and a lot of people would like to really see like a test on it, but like I said, it is middle of deer season, and out of respect for hunters, I don't want to mess them up. There we go, it's focused in. Good looking little cartridges. As you can tell, it's a big old tip. When I used to have the Barnes 300 Blackout, the tip wasn't that big. It's a little bit more narrow, but they said it helps expansion when it hits. So we'll try out the 30-30. We'll try out the 300 Blackout, see if we can't get a doe, maybe even a nice buck with it. We'll see how it does. And then of course after season, be looking for a video around January, mid-January, and we'll see if we can't go out there and see, do some grouping testing with it, and if we can't do some penetration test and see how you know, it goes into some milk jugs or something, see how it balloons out or whatever. But here's the boxes. Extreme Point 300 Blackout for deer, 30-30, 150 grain Extreme Point, and here's the back of the 30-30. And here's the back of the 150 grain 300 Blackout, which I'm excited about. It's not shooting as fast as the Barnes, but I think it'll do the job. At 150, it's just dropping almost 3 inches, so we'll try it out, see if we can't get something, and let me know if some of y'all have already bought this for these calibers. Let me know. I would love to see in the comments feedback. So I'll holler at y'all later, and God bless.